Wow, 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 wow. Welcome to you, my viewers and listeners. What an opportunity. Big welcome to Love Zone with Pastor Davison Kanokanga. We are going to be discussing matters of the heart. Wow, this is going to be the most popular show on TV Yango. You don't want to miss it. Now today, I'm going to be talking about what not to do when your relationship or marriage hits turbulence. What not to do when your love relationship or marriage hits turbulence. To help you understand this, let's go back to the scriptures so that I can lay a biblical foundation. You recall in Mark chapter 4, there is a story there about the Lord Jesus Christ and his disciples. He says to his disciples, let us cross over to the other side. They get in a boat and they are on their way to the other side. Whilst in the process, a storm starts raging and the boat starts sinking. Jesus, in the meantime, is fast asleep. The disciples panic. They call out, Lord, don't you care that we perish? The Bible tells us that Jesus woke up and he addressed the storm and said, peace, be still. The point I want to highlight here is storms do rage. Nobody invites storms into their life, into their love relationship, into their marriage. The disciples did not invite this particular storm. They were so much looking forward to being on the other side. Yet the storm arose. There was turbulence. So what should you not do when your love relationship or your marriage is turbulent? There's some Christian watching the program. They are saying, well, I'm a child of God. There's no way my marriage can hit turbulence. Well, let me take you to the book of Matthew. In Matthew chapter 7, again, the Lord Jesus Christ gives us a story there involving two builders. One of them built his house on the rock. The other one built his house on sand. The Bible goes on to say that the winds blew, the rain fell, and the flood came. And great was the crash of the house which was built on sand. Yet the house that was built on the rock withstood the pressure. You see, the rock is the Lord Jesus Christ. Yet the wind still blew against the house which was built on the rock. The winds blew against that house. The flood still came. It did not preclude this particular house from the wind, the flood, because it was built on the rock. So there can be turbulence. What should you not do when your marital relationship hits turbulence? Oh, please, when that happens, don't become suicidal. Don't think of killing yourself. Don't do that. The fact that your relationship is hit turbulent does not mean the end of the world. So please do not become suicidal simply because your relationship has hit turbulence. I want to advise you again not to become violent to your partner. Don't think of killing your partner. Don't be abusive in any way towards your partner, simply because your relationship has hit turbulence. I know some people who, when they experience turbulence, the first thing that they will do is remove the ring. They may be engaged, they remove the engagement ring, throw it away. They may be married, they remove the wedding ring, throw it away. Oh, do you know what you are throwing away? You are throwing away money because you bought that wedding ring. That wedding ring is not the marriage itself. It is simply a sign that you are married. So when you throw away your wedding ring, you are throwing away money. You are not solving the problem. You still are married. With or without a wedding ring, you are still married. So please don't throw away your wedding ring. There are some people who, when they experience turbulence, make emotional decisions. Oh, please don't do that. You don't want to make emotional decisions during moments of turbulence because you are not designed, you are not wired to think with your emotions. You must think with your brain. And until such time as you manage your emotions, you can never manage a situation. So don't become emotional. Don't make emotional decisions when your relationship hits turbulence, because you are going to make wrong decisions. Here is something else that you shouldn't do when your relationship hits turbulence. You know, we are living in the IT era, where we got a lot of social networks, Facebook, Twitter, etc. Please don't rush to post the turbulence, what is going on in your relationship on the social networks. If you do that, you are simply publicizing, you are washing your dirty linen in public. I see some people on their profiles, they indicate status complicated. What do you want us to do about your complicated relationship? Do we know why it is complicated? Maybe it's complicated because you are complicated, or you are complicating it. Now, we can't help you. The world cannot help you. So don't rush to post on the social media what is going on in your relationship. You got to handle matters confidentially. So please, don't you ever do that. I also know some people who, when they're experiencing turbulence in their relationship, you know, the first thing that they do, they start thinking of their ex. Oh, I wish I had married ex. I wouldn't be here. Now, you see, once you start doing that, emotionally you are starting to gravitate towards your ex. Mentally, you are starting to gravitate towards your ex. Now, that is dangerous, because once you begin gravitating towards your ex, the next thing that you want to do is to hook up with your ex and reignite the fire. And that is very, very dangerous. So please don't do that. There are also some people who, when they experience turbulence in their relationships, you see, they want to share what is going on in their relationship with a member of the opposite sex who may have no legitimate right to hear what is going on in their relationship. When they do that, what they are looking for is a shoulder to cry on. Now, the problem with that is you end up getting more than a shoulder. And in the process, you are going to worsen your situation. I'm aware of a number of adulterous relationships that have started in that manner, where one was confiding in a member of the opposite sex, and they ended up getting more than a shoulder to cry on. So please don't do that. Don't do that. If you really need help, look for a qualified counselor. Don't just look for a member of the opposite sex. That is dangerous. So please don't do that. There are also some people who, during their moments of turbulence, want to look for love potions, to try and manage the situation, soften this person, that sort of thing. You see, you are doing a wrong thing if you are doing that. You can never ever build a marital relationship, a sound, healthy, vibrant a marital relationship by way of love potions. You see, you are trying to introduce external ways of controlling your partner. You are manipulating your partner. So please do not do that. That is something that is wrong. There are people also, when their relationships hit turbulence, they will pretend that all is well, when in fact all is not well. Don't deceive yourself. You can never successfully deceive yourself. If things are not well, they are not well. Don't pretend that all is well. So that's not a good thing for you to do. I also know some people who, when they are going through turbulence, become vindictive. So what they do now is to look for means and ways of trying to fix their partner. They want to inflict pain on their partner. They want to hurt their partner. Some people even become abusive in their quest to fix their partner. Some people do things that they know very well their partner does not like, simply because they want to fix their partner. Two wrongs can never make a right. what you should be fixing is not your partner. What you should be fixing is your relationship. So you really need to be clear as to what needs fixing. It's not your partner, it is your relationship. So stop fixing your partner. That's not a good thing for you to do. I also know that there are people who, during their moments of turbulence, curse themselves. They condemn themselves for having made a wrong decision, for having made a foolish decision. So they curse themselves. The Bible tells us that you are snared by the words of your mouth. So you should not curse yourself. You can never ever have a good marital relationship if you think you made a wrong decision. You've got to accept that you made a decision, you are now in this relationship. So accept it and look at how best to carry on instead of cursing yourself. So those are some of the things that you really want to avoid doing when your relationship hits turbulence. I'm aware that there are some people who, when they are going through turbulence, they want to make an appointment for their partner to see a counselor without discussing with their partner, without their partner even knowing that an appointment has been set up for them. Now, you see, you can take a donkey or a horse to the river, but you can never ever force it to drink. So if you force your partner to go for counseling, they will go to the counseling session, perhaps, if you manage to get them to go, but they will be a non-customer. Wow, of course, I can't give you an exhaustive list. Time is not on my side. But you know what? All is not lost, because you can still interact with me on our Facebook page, the Love Zone Facebook page. Why don't you visit that page, like it, and we can continue interacting. God bless you. I look forward to seeing you again on my next program on the Love Zone. This is Pastor Davison Kanokanga signing